Hello everyone, this is vladerag here to bring you another match from the 1v1, from the RSL, wow. Anyways, today we're going to be seeing Hyun as the blue Zerg in the top left versus Acer's MMA as the red Terran in the bottom right of the map, Bel'shir Vestige. If you're not familiar with it, you're not playing on the ladder. And as you can tell, I've always noticed, I'm like 90% sure this is Korean. And there's a lot of it that's very similar to Chinese, like that symbol there, and some of the parts of the characters are quite similar indeed. I do have like a second grade knowledge of Chinese, so that's a little, but whatever. Whatever. It's enough to ask, where is the bathroom, basically. I can do that, so anyway, we will be seeing a ZVT. Cannot wait. MMA is quickly becoming one of my favorite Terrans to watch. I just love him, frankly. He's just got the most amazing early game and just this constant yep, there it is. There's a gas already. I didn't think I thought we'd be seeing a bunch out of him pretty quickly, especially after his the Reapers he handed Gosu user, another Zerg player. I don't know if it'll be Reapers on this map. This map is less kind to Reapers than Blood Mist was, or maybe it's not. It's hard to say. Maybe, I'm not sure if that's... Yeah, okay, yeah. It is less kind to Reapers. This is not something you can come down and touch, I do not believe. I don't think you can send Reapers here, and even if you could, that is definitely too far. So maybe you can send, like, Blink Stalkers there or something. I don't know. Yeah, I think you can. You can definitely send Blink Stalkers here. So something to remember for people is that you can do that. Don't know if it'll be totally useful because of the delay time on Blink. Either way, we do have A15 hatch. There is a pause. EMSCTV has left the game. Whew. I do love how this is broadcast as like just sports in Korea. That is brilliant. So we saw the hatch come down. There's the pool. We're seeing an expand down despite the gas, but there is our Reaper. Don't know if we'll be seeing another one to follow it up. I think not. I'm thinking that we will probably just be seeing another Marine or something like that. This is a Scouting Reaper who shall be doing scouting. But I could be utterly wrong. Who am I to guess the pros and their thoughts, basically. We do see a reactor down. That makes a lot more sense. We will be seeing heli in production. Gosu drone micro there. And let's see what we have. Reaper's gonna get some kills, get some scouting, and killing off a couple of things. I do love this micro with the drones, making them into extractors so as not to lose the drones themselves. I'm not sure how much that's worth. I mean, I think, you know what, that is worth it to do. But that is just a brilliant thought. That Overlord there, tempting fate, but not in any danger. Leaving before that happens. 350 APM there for a second out of MMA. MMA's APM can just be insane. Just completely insane. I think I've seen him hit like 600. Well, it's 600 in the current, not in the average, but 600, that's just incredible. I mean, he's as fast or faster than the AI. Now, you are seeing that Reaper found a little bit of a sweet spot, but the Queen, of course, can deny that. Creep spread is happening. Think this Reaper might have to get just the heck out of dodge. It is not going to be able to do much anymore, but there's that healing, keeping it alive and in the fight. We are seeing an armory come down already, so perhaps we'll be seeing Hellbat play. Or who knows, Starport is coming down as well. Tech Lab on the way. Maybe we'll be seeing Banshees out of him again. That's just sort of an interesting thing because Banshees are almost non-existent in today's play, but who knows, we might get to see some more Banshee play. I certainly want to. I like Banshees quite a bit. I will point out that Speedlings on creep are faster than Hellions, but I don't know if he does not have metabolic boost, but there goes the Hellions anyways, trapped between that geyser and those lings, died without doing really any damage whatsoever. Medevac and Hellbat's on the way. Oh no, Hellbat drops inbound. Third base is on the way for Quantix Hyun. Sort of an interesting choice, fairly early third, I feel, especially against an opponent that is generally aggressive as MMA is. I mean, you don't often see MMA sort of sit back and macro. Well, not that he isn't macroing, it's just that he's never the one to turtle up and then move out with a huge mech army, I feel. He's always a lot more in your face, a lot more willing to get into the fight. Do see a couple of depots beginning to form a wall off for the natural. Always a good thing to do, especially when you have this few. I mean, Hellbats are good versus Lings, but not that good versus Lings. Simply because, is that really? Is that the perfect? That is so brilliant. Oh my gosh, and then look at that. Just jumping out, killing off that tumor. Oh my goodness gracious. That is just so Gozu right there, hiding in that little spot and then just zooming out, killing those creep tumors. That does sacrifice his ability to make this drop happen though, but I'm not entirely sure that he ever would have been able to versus Hyun. Anyways, the pros are usually very good at denying these drops or allowing these drops to be too effective. He is focusing down the medevac, smart thing to do because the Hellbats will just be healed by said medevac. In the meantime, we do see, I don't even, I call it, okay, I don't know about anybody else, but I consider Hellbats to be part of a bio army. I think the new Terran standard is sort of an MMMH, you know, I mean, MMM just sounded so catchy, but MMH is just so much more accurate. Do see these medevacs continue to circle around, trying to get everything off as a Viking starts to harass these overlords and deny map control to Hyun. Don't know how effective this will be. This overlord is going to be dead fairly shortly, I think. We do see these Hellbat Marauder team moving out. I'm going to be taking that watchtower undoubtedly. That one's already taken. Map vision is basically gone for Hyun. That creep spread still being denied by those medevacs. Not able to deny all of it though. Creep spread's so important, yet it's just rarely denied in the lower levels. You do see roaches hanging out by every base, almost at this middle one here. That will be basically just to deny those drops. There comes the Hellbats. They are just going to get out of there, and that medevac is nearly dead. Nevertheless, I admire all these attempts. Quantic is supply blocked, losing quite a bit to this Viking over here. Not too unexpected. That's something we often see out of MMA. Much more common than the Banshee. I just thought Banshee because we did see that in his last game. It was not all that effective, but hey, it was interesting to say the least. We are seeing a lot of roaches and +1 on the way for Quantix Hyun. However, we do see a bit of a push here. I don't know if he's actually planning to try and attack. There goes a boost, doing a little bit of scouting with a medevac. Smart thing to do because medevacs are so incredibly fast. There we go. All the carnage is happening. Those Hellbats are going to be less effective versus roaches. Although, again, that splash damage, who knows? I think it's time to get out of there. Are they going to be? Yep, there we go. There's the boost and run. It's not even a run. He's going to be dropping with this, I think. Yep, there we go. Might lose the medevac before that drop happens, though. Smart positioning on that queen as the roaches move out for a counter attack. Do have a small group of Marine Marauder here. Not enough, I don't feel, yet to deny these roaches from just basically crushing the heck out of him right now. Probably will need to just close that wall off or something. I don't know, but he does have... He's going to deny this fourth, that's for certain. If he can survive this push, he does have those Widow Mines. They will be very useful. Oh my god, just pushes those away, immediately sends out his units to drop. I admire. I mean, how does he even know that they were going to retreat? I do not know. There must be something to this, some method to that madness. Oh, so brilliant, so Gosu. We're seeing Hydralisks are on the way. We will be seeing those shortly. And we did see a cute tumor get denied, and Hyun is just having to run all over the map to stop. Jeez, just look at this. He is just being forced to run every which way. Never quite sure where those Marines are going to be, where these drops are going to happen. And despite all the losses in that battle, he was able to get his third up without much trouble. And you're going to have that third hatch taken down already. Those roaches are going to come in, manage to kill off a little bit. Not able to do much as the medevacs do boost away, denying creep spread, denying bases. This has just been incredible, and there we see drops again. Widow Mines this time, probably going to have to go for those spore collars if you want to accomplish anything. I don't feel he'll be able to do much, maybe get a few drone kills. At the most, those Hydralisks are already there, going to be taking out all those units. I feel like he actually could have taken those Hydralisks down, just those few there. But who knows? Oh my gosh, I forgot to set myself to busy. Oh no, doom and gloom. There we go. On busy. By the way, that person right there is going to be one of the most good-mannered people I've ever met in a game. Just incredibly nice. I mean, just incredibly so. Anyway, going back to this game, here we do see a barracks coming down. All these Widow Mines placed. I do like Widow Mines. They're very supply cheap, so they're pretty easy to put up a defense with them, and it's not even so much that they are strong. I mean, look at this guy. He is just everywhere on this map. That's the power of MMA, I feel. He is just freaking everywhere. He is never, and you barely ever get just a hit off on him. He is going to be probably leaving this battle. No, he is not. What is he doing? Don't know, but everything will make it out of there alive. Well, most of it will anyways. Those roaches will pursue, probably not able to catch it. However, this third base all of a sudden is in danger. We do see units coming to defend, but he's not that in danger because he is everywhere on this map. Oh my gosh, denying creep spread over here, attacking this base here. He's going to be able to take, no, he will not be able to take it down. These roaches are just in time to prevent it. And there is the liftoff and the boost away, head off into space, and there he goes, right back to the third base of Hyun as even more creep spread is denied, just continually denying this map presence. Only thing he has is this watchtower, which is going to spot these two Widow Mines here, and here's this battle coming up here. Don't feel like Zerg is going to be able to get much up. There we go, there's the third, falling down again. MMA is just consistent with this pressure, consistent with his macro. And Hyun's got an army, that's true, but not much else. There goes those roaches to intercept. Here everything comes. This is probably going to be a battle here. Are they on the move command? They're in a stim around. Don't know if he's going to have enough to save his third base. There's the Widow Mines burrowed. Oh gosh, here comes the hits. Maybe they already haven't. I guess I just totally missed them. We are going to see the SCVs pulled off the line. Mules do come down to take their place. I feel like with those SCVs, this might just barely be enough. The Widow Mines probably will get another hit. Or not. I never mind. There is an Overseer there that I totally missed. Hyun does manage to push this back. There is the liftoff and the retreat. Will it be enough? I don't think so. Those Hydralisks are very effective at taking out all sorts of units. No, he does manage to save it before it burns. Is he going to be setting it down very quickly here again? I do believe so. Oh, he's actually pulling it back to his main base. Very safe choice. But wow, what a game. There goes those changelings down. Will not be able to get much scouting information off. There is a Widow Mine here buried at the fourth base of Hyun. Are seeing these rocks get taken out, more to his advantage than to MMA, who has of course all the ability to drop as he wants. Do see even more units moving out here. I don't know what can be accomplished. I feel that MMA is sort of in a bit of a jam. His army has been getting sort of just, oh my gosh, in a direct engagement. I feel he is losing to Hyun. as sort of proved to end the battle for his third base. I do feel though that, you know, he's been denying this third all day long, so I'm not entirely certain how much that matters. And here we have a changeling there. We'll be scouting this base. What do we see? We do see the damage medevac over here. We're seeing a couple of Widow Mines do move out on the field. Oh my gosh, Gosu, once again, Gosu changeling placement. Do feel that a single SCV is going to be probably pulled off to deny that pretty easily. Yep, there we go. Been denied. Everything's done. We do see a push happening there. That watchtower has been reclaimed. Hyun has been regaining vision of this map this entire game ever since that Viking moved out. I don't even know what happened to that Viking. I do feel it was lost. It was not just hanging out over here in this Gosu placement. Oh my goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I don't even know what to say half the time. We do have a barracks here going to be serving for scouting. Smart choice. And was this going to be another denial? Oh my goodness, that you see the changelings are just Gosu at denying building placement. I feel this changeling will be dead soon. Going to be replacing that with a roach. Probably won't matter very much. Hyun does have the scary army here, that's the thing. He's got the supply lead. Yeah, but I don't know about the upgrade lead. He is behind in upgrades just barely. I do know that we have tanks coming out for MMA that will make quite a difference versus Roach Hydra, I feel. It just in general does, and we have a drop happening over at this hatchery. Don't know if he'll be able to take it out. Yes, he will. These Hydras will not make it in time. There is the cancel. The drone does die, and the boost away. Oh my goodness. He's just denying this all day long. On the other hand, we do have a maxed army now for Hyun. Well, very nearly maxed army. Anyways, it was maxed for a bit, became unmaxed. Everything dies so quickly. And infestors on the field. That is very important. Don't know if Hyun will be if MMA will be able to deal with those properly. Infested Terrans are very strong, especially with siege tanks on the field. You can use them to destroy each other. And is he? Oh, for a second I thought this was a base and he was taking that. Do you see the burrow comes down with that roach? Does he have tunneling claws? I do not know. Tunneling claws are pretty awesome. Don't often see them as much because if you look closely you can actually spot both infestors and roaches as they burrow, meaning that somebody as skilled as a grandmaster level player will just in general know about them. Do you see them stimming over there? Just going to be in time to see their death. Lots of Hydras on the field. We do have a Spire coming down as well, and he's finally going to be able to take a fourth base. I don't even think you can count it as a fourth anymore. It's more like a third because he's getting mined out just about everywhere. Oh, excuse me. This battle here is going to be quite interesting. I feel the tanks give MMA the advantage for as long as he can hold. I mean, when he is in defensive position, they give him the advantage. We do see a little bit of emotion here. Wonder what he'll be doing. That roach is denying a third base because Acer's MMA is in the same position that Hyun is in, with way less bases than he can, than when he wants. Do see some more Gosu tank placement. Oh my gosh. I think he hit. He took 11 HP off his own Widow Mine. Oh, they have 90 HP. That's an odd number. Anyway, we do see a bit of a move out here. I am curious to see what happens. He does need this command center to land without a doubt. He needs another base. I feel he needs two more bases to be precise. You do see these armies are going to meet here. The tanks will probably siege up shortly, and I feel that he must run away as soon as that happens. Indeed, chasing them back. The thing about a mech army, though, is that it is not nearly as mobile, I feel, as Roach Hydra can be. More drops happening over this way. There is a greater spire. Broodlords will be out on the field then, it looks like, unless MMA can deny this. I do not know if he can. I feel that he cannot. Yeah, he can. He's going to have to get the heck out of there. Oh, is he going to do it? Is he going to do it, or is he going to sacrifice them? There is a transfuse going down on that greater spire there. He goes for the run, but the corruptors are there to finish the job. That infestation pit nearly fell, but here goes this base again. MMA just denying bases all day long. He has finally been able to take this back. We do have a planetary fortress coming down for him. We've got sensor towers all over. We'll provide him scouting information. That roach there, I love how it's burrowed. Just because while it's burrowed, it does not claim the tower. So this one does have the tower, but he knows. I mean, look how often he is selecting that roach. Anyway, we do have this army here. Broodlords are on the field. This will make a difference. We do have Vikings, though, coming out. There will not be enough in time, I do not think. Do have a tank working away at this hatch. Please note that tanks do have a higher DPS on siege versus single target than a siege tank will. Meaning that he just might be able to pull this. No, so close. Couple more hits there would have pulled it off. Wonder what these bunkers are placed there for. Do not know. Will he salvage them? I don't think so. But we do have the Broodlords, Broodfester, Corruptor. There we go. Oh my goodness. Feel like we're back in wall, except for all of this over here, taking care of that drop. Is that a tank drop? I think it was. We're probably going to see this planetary fall. Not much can be done about it. He is taking his new third over here. Command center is coming down. That planetary, of course, racking up kills on broodlings, which do not count for anything. Oh my goodness, but will those broodlords be able to get back in time is the question, because if he can't save this, he loses a lot of tech here, and he might lose an upgrade. He does want to get that plus 3 out. If he does not, he will be in a bit of trouble. I feel those are way out of position, though. Oh my gosh. No. No way. No. Oh, there's the hits. Oh, yeah. That has to be painful for Hyun. Those poor broodlords. We're going to see some transfuses maybe come down on them. Do not know what I did to that Widow Mine. Just, racking up the kills. Sergeant Widow Mine right there. There's the siege tanks and everything moving in. We do have those Vikings may go down. She's going to try and keep them alive. This is an interesting battle because he has to take out these broodlords. They are paper thin and weak from dealing with those. Whoa, that's a lot of Vikings. When did he get that many Vikings? The structures tab is huge. I'm going to have to try and find the stuff. You know what? Forget that. Forget that, people. Let's just get back to what we are looking at. I do feel that in the end, oh gosh, the Widowmine took out another Broodlord. You would not think it was possible, but it is. I'm not sure who wins this at all. He's got to deny them from getting those Broodlords if he can. There's a transfusion. Broodlords do die. Are those tanks enough to handle a Hybalist? I do not know what is going on over here. GG from Hyun. Oh my goodness gracious. What a game. And we move on to game 2 of this